Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. My goodness, you know, the one guarantee I have is whenever you tune into this show, you're going to have some fun. And we're going to have some fun with the first two segments on the show today because we're going to stay in the kitchen. My first guest, Miriam Pearl, she is owner and recipe developer with Delicious Without Gluten. Welcome to the show, Miriam. Great to have you here. Thank you for traveling here as well. You did a bit of traveling. We've been running around in the studio here trying to get, well, by we, I mean you, but I like to take some credit. I was here cheering you on.
Thank you.
So I was doing something.
Greatly
right?
appreciate it.
It's great to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
What are we talking about? Now, obviously, I know what we're talking about. There's apples all over the place here. Why is it? It is apple season,
apple
right?
Apple season, absolutely. And it was just Rosh Hashanah, and we do apples and honey. So I was busy making some really nice desserts for our holiday.
Nice.
And this dessert is actually really good because you have a really big meal, and at the end of the meal, you get this pretty little...
It's beautiful.
Rose.
It's like an apple rose,
yep.
right? And it's not too big, because you're right. I mean, at Rosh Hashanah, I'm sure you're having a pretty big meal, right?
That's it.
You don't want exactly like half a cheesecake for dessert, so this is perfect. And not that there's anything wrong with half a cheesecake. Don't get me wrong. I've done it myself. So let's talk. You're going to walk me through how to prepare this, right?
Yeah, so there's certain apples that are better for this than others. Some get mushy.
Okay.
So today I have a Honeycrisp. I love the Honeycrisp.
Me too.
I'm going to actually show you how to cut it, but I'm actually going to give you a choice of one of these, and we're going to make the apple roses ourselves. Together.
So I'm just going to follow your lead here.
That's
you go ahead. Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to cut the apple in half. And I use a melon baller, and I take it in the center. And it's as easy as that. And then I use a knife, and I cut a little V on the ends.
Okay.
And that's how we core it up.
And then we're good to go.
We're good to go, except you have to know how to cut it.
Yes.
So if you are good at cutting, you can actually
I'm the cutter in the family.
Very thin slices by putting your hands or your fingers over here and doing it that way. Or if you're like me and you're very lazy,
you're not lazy.
You use a mandolin.
You're practical.
I'm very practical. Yeah. Anything to do a shortcut.
I was just going to say, look at you being brave with just the fingers there, but no, you caught on. I see.
So what we do is we take the apple pieces and we boil them in water for about 1 minute.
Okay.
Now first you have to boil the water and then count the minute after.
Right.
So some people say, oh no, it takes 3 minutes. No. Boil the water first.
Don't leave them in there while it begins boiling.
Yeah, it's going to soften up, get mushy.
Okay.
You can do the same thing in the microwave.
Oh,
I mean, we're technologically advanced.
Yeah, of course we are. We have one right down below there. Look at, we've got everything. Working stovetop, microwave.
That's it. So what you're going to do, though, is boil the water in the microwave first.
Yes.
And then do your 1 minute.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay? So when we're finished that, we have to do a puff pastry. So puff pastry is easy to buy in a store.
Yeah.
But if you're gluten-free, it's not easy.
It's not so easy.
Not so easy.
Are there specialty stores, though, that carry it?
There are. They're very rare to find a puff pastry.
And you have to be careful because some things, I don't know. My wife is on a keto diet, and we go in and the package says keto, whatever, keto tortillas. And then we look on the back and there's nothing keto about it, right?
Yeah.
You have to be careful where you buy things.
I have a recipe on my website.
Okay.
And there is actually a YouTube video because it would take an entire segment to show you how to do it.
Gotcha.
However, I did leave you some
here.
flat pieces.
Yeah.
What I did was I rolled it out. So one of these packages, I rolled it out into strips, and I used my handy dandy pizza cutter.
Okay.
That's it.
That's good.
And to that, we have tons of options.
Look at this.
So we have caramel sauce, we have apricot jam, I have some maple syrup if you want. So one of them you're going to go like this.
Right.
And then I always put in sugar, cinnamon and sugar.
Okay.
Because I love cinnamon and sugar.
So I'm going to start with one of these.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm going to start on my
apricot.
side, you start on your side.
You got it. Yeah.
On your mark, get set.
Oh, it's a competition.
It's a competition.
I don't mind. I love being in the kitchen. Now I'm no expert.
No, not too much because it's going to ooze out. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's just perfect.
That was close.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now take some of this and sprinkle.
Okay.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gotcha.
Got it?
Got it.
Okay, I'm stealing yours. Okay, so
you're allowed.
I'm going to give you Fuji. How's that?
Fuji apple.
Fuji apple.
Okay.
That's for you. And
I like
I'm
the color of it,
take,
actually. Very
Lobo.
nice.
Okay.
All right.
So, aren't the colors pretty?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have the arch on the top just sticking out. And we're just gonna cascade them like this, one after the other.
Cascading, gotcha.
Yeah, come on.
I'm coming, I'm
All right.
cascading, man.
Okay.
Cascading.
So I cut out a piece that's about, this is my little ruler, 12 inches.
Okay.
This one's a bit smaller. The smaller you get this way, the smaller the wrap is.
Okay,
So,
okay.
But we're just gonna fold it over now. So watch, I'm gonna fold it this way, this
All
way,
right. Okay.
and I'm
way.
gonna start on this side. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And we're gonna roll it.
I'm nervous, man.
Are you? Are
Little
you
bit,
sweating?
just a little bit.
Are you sweating?
Well, it's the lights, I like to think,
Yeah,
but maybe
yeah,
it is
yeah.
the rolling. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so I have mine like this.
Keep it together,
Now
Paige.
these are, you can use a muffin tin. I have these. Oh, look at that. It's nice. It's nice.
Look at that.
Okay, you can stick it in here or in here.
Okay, I'm
both of them can bake.
excited.
And so that's it. What you do is you bake this in the oven, just
Okay.
like so. You can loosen up the petals or do whatever you want with it.
Right.
Nice.
What do you think? eh?
Nice.
I'm kind
and
of
then
impressed.
what you want on top, you can either put some more cinnamon and sugar, or
Okay.
you can put a little bit more apricot.
Oh.
And then it goes into the oven for about a half an hour,
All right.
45 minutes, and it'll get nice and brown.
I'm gonna do a little more.
And then, what's the magic dust powder that we use to make things pretty?
Icing sugar. It's
Everything
the
looks
icing
better
sugar.
with icing sugar.
100%. Okay.
And
I'll do
with
a little bit
that-
of that.
Oh, no, when after it's baked.
Oh, shoot. After it's baked.
Yeah.
Is that going to ruin it?
No, it's all good. Sugar.
Okay, don't
sugar.
follow Derek on this step, okay? Just let's rewind. Okay,
so
but
this
there
is-
are variations. We're looking at one right here. So
Yes.
you could do this as sort of a larger
So
dessert,
this is
right?
with the same puff pastry. So
Okay.
what I did was I just made a little tart. So you could just roll it out in like 9 inches or 8 inches and then put the apples inside. I did the exact same thing. I took apricot jam or caramel jam
Right.
or whatever, and then I put the apple pieces on, sprinkle cinnamon and sugar, dab a little bit more apple crap, and then I just folded over the edges and I put it in the oven. And you don't bake with pomegranates, you just jewels
Don't
on
just
top.
like the sugar. No
Exactly.
pomegranate. And then here's
Follow.
another variation.
Yeah,
I guess,
so
of
again,
using
a
apples,
pie,
of
that's
course.
my apple crumb pie. It's
Look
like
at
my
the
favorite.
depth of that thing.
I love
That
apple
looks like
crumb
a
pie.
Chicago deep dish pizza depth you got there, Miriam. It's beautiful. So what's on the top there?
It's an apple crumble. It's just
Okay.
oats and flour and butter and sugar, and that's it.
All the food groups.
most important parts of
all the food groups. And there's the finished product
And
there.
and you can. So that one over there was made with a red delicious apple, and the petals are very red, and it'll get brown. People always say put a little bit of lemon, not to have them brown inside.
Right.
But I'll tell you, it's going to get brown anyway in the oven. I
Okay.
never worry about things like that.
Yeah, why would
Just-
you?
I
mean,
don't
it's
know.
cooked. Who cares?
I know,
right?
but everybody tells you the instructions how to do it like that. Just
I
like
see.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you, not necessary. Cut every corner you can to get the best, delicious, yummy apple.
Now, you at home probably thinking to yourself, wow, that's too much entertainment for me with Miriam and Derek together. This is just off the rails. Well, that might be true, but we're coming back and we're continuing to talk apples. We've got a new recipe coming back with Miriam Pearl, delicious without gluten, right after this. Don't go anywhere.